next foundation I'm going to be discussing is a drugstore foundation. This is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. This is how it looks like. And the shade that I have it in is in 200 Soft Beige. And this retails for, I believe, $10 at the drugstore. So the coverage of this foundation is full. This is full coverage. The consistency is thick. It has a very opaque finish to it. The consistency is thick, but the product is runny. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is. It's a very dense product. You can feel it. Especially when you're applying it, you can feel it. But if you put it in the back of your hand and you put your hand up this way, it will start running. The way that I like applying this foundation, because of its texture and consistency, is using my beauty blender sponge and just stippling it and just rolling the sponge on my cheeks. Let's see. Consistency, I've dealt with that. Buildable, I don't really, because it is very opaque and it is thicker, very pigmented as well. I don't really need to layer that much. And as far as I've used it with other foundations and have layered it with other foundations, I've never come across any problems in that aspect of, you know, being buildable. The finish is full coverage. It's not matte though. It's somewhere in between a matte and a satin finish. Lasting power is amazing. It is intended to target, you know, to be long lasting, and I find it truly to be. And I find that when I use this product, and even if I mix it with other foundations, for some reason, even the lasting power of other foundations does extend longer than usual. It has a very binding quality to it, and I do feel that as soon as I apply it. Almost like a tackiness. There's a certain tackiness that I feel on my skin, and I even feel like when I put my setting powder after, it just sticks to my face. It feels like it's not going to move, and it actually does not. So those are the pros. Lasting power, binds well with other products. Almost feel like product will not move. It has a bit of tackiness, and it has no SPF. So if you are going out at night or you are expecting to be photographed a lot, this is the foundation for you. Will I repurchase it? Probably. I have no particular affinity to it. I mean, I like the way it is, but it's one of those products that, you know, somebody will come up with something eventually just as good or better. But in as far as how it performs, I'm very happy with it. If there is one con, it's just that you have to work quickly with the product because it has a tendency to dry quickly. So that is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-Hour. Sorry if I keep on doing this with my hair. I'm just not feeling my hair right now. The second product the next product is another drugstore product, and this is the Revlon Colorstay makeup. It has an SPF of 6, which I don't even think does anything. The one I have is for combination or oily skin, and the shade I use is 330 Natural Tan. This is how it looks. I believe it retails between $10 to $15 at the drugstore, depending on where you get it, and if you're getting it when they have it on sale or something. So I'm going to begin by saying that the shade range is good. It is definitely long lasting. It is full coverage as well. It's blendable, but you have to work quickly. Just like the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour, you have to work quickly because the product has a tendency to dry quickly as well. It also, in terms of consistency and texture, is a bit more gooey or tacky. It's a more dense, like cream liquid. The finish is, it's full coverage, and the finish is semi-matte, I should say. And let's see. Yeah, okay, so we've covered all of that. Now the pros for this is definitely that it's long lasting. The con, I can't really think of much. I think Revlon in terms of shade range has a very good shade range, so I don't think color matching will be a problem. If ever, probably just the fact that it has a tendency to dry faster, so you have to work with the product faster as well. Other than that, I think if you're budget conscious, if you need something for work, or yeah, for work on a daily basis, and you just are having a hard time finding products that will actually make your makeup will actually last long, I can highly recommend this and suggest this. Yeah, so that is it. The next product I'll be discussing is drugstore as well. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me right now. It's Revlon as well, and it's the Photoready foundation. The Photoready foundation I actually used for like 3 or 4 months, maybe even more. It was a foundation I did use on a daily basis, until I tried other foundations and then fell in love with them. But I use the Revlon Photoready for quite a bit actually. So that also retails for about between $10 to $15 depending on what drugstore you buy it from. The coverage of that foundation, the Photoready, is medium to full. It is buildable. The blendability is better than the Colorstay because it doesn't dry as fast, and also because the consistency is more liquid-like. It tends more on the runny side. It has a beautiful medium coverage finish to it, and if you don't have blemishes at all, or if anything, you only probably just need one layer of this and it would look great. The shade that I use for the Photoready is Natural Tan, I believe, or Natural Beige. Natural Beige 500, I believe. If you guys are familiar with it, I haven't used it in a couple of months. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Natural Beige 500. The shade range, like most Revlon foundations, is very good. The pro of it is the texture and the finish. It's not a matte. It doesn't look cakey, and I guess it's, in terms of looking natural, I don't know if it's because of the color shade or the color match that I found there, but it comes a very close second to my Dior Skin Nude. I guess that's about it. One of the cons that I will mention, although personally I did not experience this for myself, is the fact that according to a lot of other reviews, it has a lot of shimmer or sparkle, so when you're under the sun you tend to shine more or something. It does have an SPF. I believe that one has an SPF of 15, so I'm not too sure if it's because of the SPF content, but that is a con that you will commonly hear if you look up reviews about the Revlon Photoready.